You know what kept popping up during my 18 years in tech and throughout my MBA? One simple question: why? Why do companies' finances matter? Why we are implementing certain tech solutions? Why does competitive analysis make a difference? Why do we choose certain strategies? I kept asking these questions and they changed everything. Everything. Think about your own life right now. You're handling tasks, making decisions, pursuing your projects. But do you know why you're doing this? During my MBA, I hit a wall. My motivation was rock bottom. I felt lost. Then I turned the same question on myself: why am I doing this MBA? The answer to this question saved me from giving up. If you continue to make decisions and pursue goals without understanding your core why, you will keep experiencing that draining cycle of diminishing motivation, second guessing your choices, and potentially investing years of your life into the paths that does not truly align with your purpose. I'm Huma, and in this video, we will talk about how you can incorporate why in your own life and transform the way you see, process, and even execute tasks. According to 2021 Oracle study, 75% of people felt stuck personally and professionally. On the other hand, Gulf's most recent State of Global Workforce report found that just 23% of people are actively engaged at work. Gulf estimated low employee engagement cost the global economy 8.9 trillion US dollars, or 9% of global GDP. Since the pandemic, our view of work-life balance, workplace flexibility, and mental health has dramatically changed. I believe the fear of life that can be cut short in no time, leading us to seek our purpose in the life. Let's jump into 3 proven ways to bring why into your life. Ready? Here we go. Firstly, why can help you find your purpose. There are 2 ways you can understand your purpose, either through finding your why by Simon Sinek or using the Ikigai by Akhtar and Francis. Before I get deep into it, let's see why we are talking about why. During one of the travel, Simon Sinek sat next to Steve. Steve has been selling superior, pure steel. Upon further digging, Simon understood that Steve's real passion is saving fuel and reducing pollution, and more importantly, he was keen to keep planet healthy for his children and future generation. After having Steve's permission, Simon recrafted his sale page. And this is how it goes. I believe in saving natural resources for the benefit of humankind, and I believe that we should do so responsibly, leaving the planet safe and healthy for our children. This was what led me to become an engineer and to join my current organization. Our company is based in Sweden, and country is committed to sustainability, has developed a way to help engineers create lighter, more efficient, and greener products. And our particular path to sustainability helps to be lightweight steel. See how this has changed Steve's pitch from focusing on just the steel to just focusing on the purpose and communicating his purpose. And this can ignite another level of empathy, relatedness, and connection. The first way to find your why is through Find Your Why book. So Simon Sinek talk about 4-step process to finding your why. Let me walk you through this so that you don't have to read the whole book. In pursuit to finding your why, the first step is gathering stories. As part of gathering stories, You will be seeking around 10 to 20 stories from your own life. Find a quiet space and literally dig into your memory. It will be a hard process, but I'm sure you will get there because I did. It took me days and days, but it was totally worth an exercise. Second step is to share your stories. Start sharing stories with the trusted friends. They will help you identify or dig deep into those stories and maybe highlight things that you cannot see on the surface. The third step is to identify themes. The themes will help you identify what is common between all of these stories. And the final step is draft your why. And the line goes like this: to dash, so that dash. Simon Sinek's own purpose statement looks something like this: to inspire people to do the things that inspire them, so that together we can change our world. How amazing. Ikigai roughly means the thing that you live for, or the reason for which you get up in the morning. It encompasses the idea that happiness in life is about more than money or a fancy job title. It emphasizes self-reflection and mapping out your thoughts using a Venn diagram. Testing your Ikigai through real-world actions is essential, as is building a support system to guide you. Ultimately, Ikigai serve as a compass for navigating life and career decisions. To implement Ikigai, you can go through 5 simple steps. Okay, they're not simple, they're pretty deep, and of course, it will take your time to understand and even digest your own purpose. So start with the questions around: what do you love? What are you good at? And what does the world need? What can you get paid for? And basically combining all of these, you can find this real purpose that you should be serving or will be leading with. Once you have done this basic set of questions, map it all out. Understand the themes between all of them and bring out the purpose. And the step 3 is to see if it feels right. Test it out and finally build your support system around it. Next up is 5 whys. The technique was described by Taichi Ono, who was considered to be the father of Tokyo production system at Tokyo Motor Corporations. And the technique itself was mind-blowing. Most people think this is some fancy production system tool. Sure, Toyota used it to fix problems on their factory floor. But here is what's wild. Coaches and mentors pick this up and turn it into something more powerful. Even the NHS uses it when they need to figure out why a project fails. Let me get personal with you. Remember when I told you about losing motivation during my MBA? Picture this: sitting there with 2 years into my MBA, staring at my dissertation, classic British weather, dark, gloomy days of December. The work felt like a mountain I could not climb. But then my coach stepped in. We didn't tackle the work right away. Instead, we did something different. We used these 5 whys, mixed with some visualization. We kept digging deep with each why until we hit something real: my true purpose and reason for doing my MBA. The process goes like this. You start with a problem, ask why, get an answer, then ask why about that answer. You do this 5 times. Each why takes you closer to what's really going on. Want to see how this works in real life? Let me break it down for you. If you're doing this alone, find a peaceful space. Ask yourself why something matters. Be gentle on yourself. Let each stage of why fully sink in before you move on to asking the next why. By using the 5 whys, we don't just identify the core problems, we gain deeper insights into our vision and mission. Here is what I discovered. I discovered clarity on my objectives. I discovered purpose-driven solutions. And then I bring back focus on task in hand, which was breaking down a huge MBA dissertation into smaller and achievable chunks, and basically praising myself along the way. Next time you face a challenge, go beyond the surface. Use the 5 whys to connect more deeply with your vision and mission, ensuring every step you take drives you closer to your ultimate purpose. And finally, communicate about your why. Focus on your why when you're dealing with the business. Some of the great organizations focus on communicating the why besides their products and feature. And one of those examples is Apple. And they build personal brand that is like a cult. Let's read through a passage from Start With Why, an Apple example.
If Apple were like most other companies, a marketing message would sound something like, "We make great computers. They are beautifully designed, simple to use, and user friendly. Wanna buy one?" But how we know Apple today, the marketing message is very much like, "Everything we do, we believe in challenging the status quo. We believe in thinking differently. The way we challenge the status quo is by making our products beautifully designed, simple to use, and user friendly. And we happen to make great computers. Wanna buy one?"
If you're a product or services provider, explain your why to deeply connect with your audience. They don't want to purchase the products or the feature, they want to relate to the story. So, are you reshaping your message to better connect with your audience? When you know your why, your what has more impact. You're walking in and towards your purpose. You're establishing the path towards your purpose. At times, telling your why shows vulnerability. And I get it. It is scary. I'm too shy to admit mine, and I hope I get that courage very soon. However, this is the only way to connect with your audience. I hope you find this useful and start digging your why and your purpose of being, adding value to your life as well as others around you. So, with that, have a lovely, bubbly day. Please share your thoughts around your purpose in the world and how did you end up discovering that. Share in the comments. I would love to hear all the stories. Great day, everybody. Thank you.